Hello there everyone, my name's Dale from Dale Mobile Fitness and welcome to the Indoor Midweek Bootcamp Week 5. So again, all exercises completed indoors or in your garden. Have a light snack before we start, like a banana, slice of toast. Drink plenty of water throughout and wear whatever makes you feel comfortable. So a map of the session. First exercise we'll do is jump squats. Then we'll do side to side jumps. It's an interval, single leg deadlift, forward and backward jumps, press up, angle jumps, cross crunch, and finish it off with the side to side jumps. Okay, we're going to start with the warm up and stretching as normal. So again, we're going to do some star jumps, 15 of those to get the blood moving around the body quicker, to get the joints warmed up so we're ready for exercise and the muscles are ready for the exercise. Now you're going on to the stretching and you'll hold the stretches for 10 seconds, so arms stretched out in front of you and you are rounding the upper back which stretches those muscles. Hold them for 10 seconds, go that wee bit further every single time during the stretch. Now put your palms back, palms facing forward, and stick the chest right out and hold the stretch and move into it as much as you can for 10 seconds. Now we move on to rotations, so you're going to do the wood chops and you'll do 8 each side. It's a dynamic stretch. It really means you're just copying an exercise very lightly. Opposite side. Now we'll move on to the hamstrings, so you want to hold that there for 10 seconds. Heel against the floor, toes pointing to the ceiling, keep your legs straight, your knees straight, and your head back is in line. Move into the stretch every 10 seconds and it stretches the back of the legs. Now we move on to the thigh stretch. So keep the knee in line with your lower leg, pull gently on your foot and you'll feel the thighs stretch. Move into the stretch again every 10 seconds. Now we move on to the last stretch, which is 10 seconds of an adductor stretch of the hips, so the inner thigh muscles. Hold that and move into that stretch for 10 seconds. Go as far as you can until it feels uncomfortable, then once you feel relaxed, move in a bit further within the 10 seconds. Great, what we're now moving on to is jump squats. So to do jump squat, you just propel yourself right up onto your toes. As you go down, stick the bum out, stick the knees, keep the knees from going past your toes and then propel yourself right up into the air. Breathe out as you go up. It's a burner for the thighs. Now we move on to the side to side jumps. So this is the interval, gets the heart going each side and it will still be sore on the legs. You did this last week. 20 each side and keep it moving. Move on to the single leg deadlift. So this gets the back of the legs. It's a great one for isolating the hamstrings. It's a balance exercise, so coordination, 20 each side. Keep a slight bend to the knee. Bring your leg up in line with your body. Make sure the foot is pointing down. Breathe out on the way up. That's a tricky one. You can use not just the kettlebell, you could use a bag of sugar again, you could use a dumbbell, you could use a tin of beans. It's up to yourself what the weight is. Move to the other side. So now we're going to perform an interval and you're going to jump forward and back as quickly as you can, 20 reps, same as what you did last week. Moving on to the press up. You are doing this on the side of your couch, on a step is what I'm doing it, or you can do it on the floor. Watch the front of the chest, watch your chest, your front of your shoulders and the back of the arms. Keep your bum tight, keep your tummy tight, make sure your body's in a line when it goes down. Breathe out on the way up. Keep a slight bend to the elbows, and it is great for working the stomach as well. So we'll move up onto the angle jumps. It's a coordination issue here. So 5 each side. And you change direction to forward. And the tricky bits to come, that's the side. Angled. Like I said last week, you think of this as a clock. You'll find it's a wee bit easier. Now we move on to the cross crunches. So this gets the abdomen, the abdominal muscles, the oblique muscles, which is the muscles to your side as well. Breathe out as you go up. Slight twist as you touch your knee at the top, and make sure you've got a bend to the knees. Now we're back to the side-to-side jumps as the final interval here. Quickly from side to side. So you can perform another set of this, take a 60-second break and a glass of water or some water, or you could leave it at this if you find you've had enough, because it is a tough workout. Now we're on to the cool down stretching, so bring the muscles back to normal length hopefully, and we're on the floor and it's the hamstrings we're working here, so keep the knee firmly on the floor, legs straight, toes up, get your back in line with your head, try not to overstoop your back at all, and move forward into stretch. You do it for 30 seconds here, so a bit longer than what I'm doing it. That's a really good one, you could be doing this every day. Now we'll move on to the adductor stretch, so the adductor of the hips, which is your inner thigh muscles. Bring your feet together, hold your ankles up and push down your push your elbows down on your knees, the inner thighs for 30 seconds. And that's us nearly done. Thanks for watching folks. See you next week. Stay safe.